Good morning, students. So in our previous videos we have been discussing about the models of an atom, or we can say the structure of atom. Now we know the position of electrons and protons in an atom. Let us discuss about the distribution of electrons in different shells, or you can say the electronic configuration of elements. We know that there are number of shells present in an atom. These shells are called first, second, third shell, etc., or K, L, M, N shell, etc., respectively, as we move outwards from the nucleus. And these electrons are distributed in the various energy shells which were given by the Bohr, that is K, L, M, N, etc. This distribution of the electrons in the energy shells is known as the electronic configuration. So when we divide the electrons in the various energy shells, that distribution is called electronic configuration. It is based on certain guidelines or rules given by Bohr and Bury. This is known as Bohr-Bury scheme, also known as Bohr-Bury scheme. According to this scheme, or according to them, there are the following rules for filling electrons in the different shells. So first rule is the maximum number of electrons which can be present in a particular energy shell of an atom is given by the formula 2n square, where n is the number of the energy shells, that is 1, 2, 3, etc. Now let us find out the maximum number of electrons in the first 4 energy shells in which the electrons can be filled. These are K, L and M as given by the Bohr. The first shell, or we can say the K shell, can have 2 into 1 square. You put the 1 in place of n, you put the value 1, solve it, and we get 2 electrons. So in the first shell, that is K shell, we can maximum number of electrons can be filled is 2. Now let us talk about the L shell, or the second shell. Put the value of n as 2. When you will solve this, you will get 8 electrons. So in the L shell, 8 electrons can be filled. In the third shell, by putting the value of n as 3, 18 electrons can be filled. And in the fourth shell, 32 electrons can be filled, and so on. So starting from the nucleus of the atom, the order of the energy of these energy shells is K, L, M and N. Now let us talk about the second rule. The maximum number of electrons that can be filled in the outermost shell is 8. So in the outermost shell, the maximum number of electrons filled is 8. So the outermost shell, energy shell in an atom, cannot have more than 8 electrons, even if it has the capacity to take up more electrons according to our first rule. The outermost shell will only have 8 electrons, not more than that. The third rule says that electrons cannot be filled in a shell unless the inner shells are filled. So it is not necessary for a given shell to complete itself before another shell starts forming. As a rule, the new shell is formed as soon as the outermost shell acquires 8 electrons. So as soon as there are 8 electrons in the outermost shell, then the electron will start filling up in the next energy shell. So these were some of the rules, or you can say the scheme of Bohr-Bury on how to fill the electrons, or how electrons are distributed in different shells. Now based on these rules, this is the table of electronic configuration of first 18 elements. So this table is very important. I have also told you this in our chapter 3rd when we were discussing about valency. So you have to memorize it. You have to memorize the first 20 elements with their symbol, their valency, and how the electrons are distributed in different shells. So that's it for today. We are going to continue with our chapter in our next video.